Hey everyone, it's Jonna, the preppy crafty girl, and I am here for another Thrifty Thursday haul. And this hashtag Thrifty Thursday haul is being uh, done by Sherry over at Turquoise Streaming. And anyone can join in if you are a thrifting person and like to go out and treasure hunt and you want to do a haul, just post it, tag her, and link her below in the comments, and you will find that down in the comments of this video. One of the finds I found, I put it on my desk. I love daisies. Is this not the cutest thing ever? Today is mine because of daisies. So some kind of handmade ceramic plaque, but that came home with me because it makes me happy to have it up on my desk. Okay, so I'm going to clear off my desk and just go through a few things. I found another pit game. This one's newer than the last one I showed you. This one probably, I would say 1970s, just because of the colors, right? The orange, the avocado green mustardy thing. But I am working on a gardening journal and also on a cookbook journal, or cooking journal. And so I thought these would be really nice to add because they have wheat and corn. Let's see, oats. If you're not familiar with this game, if you do find it, flax, hay. If you're doing a Western journal or something like that, that's another good one, or Little House on the Prairie. There's multiple uses for these cards, super cute. So I did get those, and those actually came with this. And, if I have to ring my cabana boy while I'm thirsty and working in my studio, it's always nice to have a little bell. I got some heart-shaped doilies. Never have enough doilies, in my opinion. And then I found a bunch of lace trim, different lace trims. And I actually did some avocado dyeing because I had some avo toast the other day, and I took the avocado and then I dyed some of the lace that I had found just to see if it would take the dye, and it took beautifully. It's lovely, this beautiful blush pink. So if you've never tried avocado dyeing, definitely try avocado dyeing if you love pink, because the first time I did avocado dyeing about 10 years ago, I had no idea what color it was going to come out, but I had heard you could do it, and I just did it, and then I was like, oh, it's coming out pink, because at first the water looks kind of yellowy green, but then all of a sudden it just turns to this beautiful blush, and the longer after it comes to a boil and you let it sit, the darker the tint comes. So I just want to give that as an FYI little tip. If you decide you're going to try it. So I did find these. This one actually has a little bit of blue in it, which is pretty. And I found these little 1956 tally book and time book weekly. Someone started to keep, I guess they were a chauffeur system. So there is had some type of chauffeur license, according to the notes that I found in here. And then also, I don't know, paid for timber, paid for labor, I don't know. But table of wages by the hour. Oh my goodness. If you work a quarter of an hour, you get 0.06 cents. If you're paid 25 cents an hour. Are you serious? Okay. Perfection tally book. This didn't have any notes in it, but look how lovely this is. I may just make this. Oh, it did have one page. I may make this, just keep it and make this a junk journal like the way it is. I'm not really sure. And then I love old notebooks. This did have some notes in it, which I don't mind, but I thought this one was kind of neat because you can tear it and not have the edge there. You just have the little straight edge, but this had a date and a red line. So I thought that was kind of different. And there's a lot of pages in it. And it looks tea stained to me, so I don't have to tea stain it. However, I do have a little trick for tea staining a book. I'll share that in the next video with you guys, what I did, and I will show it to you. I don't have it right here. I will show it to you now. I found are these chipmunks or squirrels? They have little lines on them. Are these squirrels? Oh, it does. It says ground squirrels on the back. I guess I could look on the back. Duh. Only because, I'm going to take a little segue. Only because I kept finding squirrel stuff that day. And look at this game. I've never seen this game before. It's from 1987 by Otto Mayer Ravensburg. I think Ravensburg, they're the ones that make the puzzles, if I'm not mistaken. This is the cutest game ever. So I have been collecting vintage games because I have a vintage camper. And so I wanted to have like vintage games stacked up in one of my closets in there because, you know, it's the whole vintagey thing. So anyway, I just thought this was the cutest thing. I've never, excuse me, I've never seen it before. But look, the game pieces are a little squirrel with a wheelbarrow. And then it has this little bucket, I guess goes in the middle. And then it has these little pine cones. Look at these little teeny pine cones. Oh my goodness. Are those not cute? Okay, and then it has the die was in there. So it has the little die. And on the die, it has a pine cone. I didn't read the instructions yet, so I'm just kind of going by pieces and parts. But look, it's got the squirrel and he's got the little pine cone. So apparently, when you open up the game board, sorry, got a little close to you guys. Look at this. It's all like in the nature. And then each corner, I guess, what you have to do is get your acorns into the center. I'm not acorns, so your little pine cones. So you put your pine cones there. I don't know if you have to earn them or what. I need to read the instructions. And then there's a wheelbarrow over here. So I'm assuming that you have to get all your little pine cones here, and then you travel this way and into here, and then this guy travels this way into here and then home again and pick up another one, and you get to dump them. Because from the, I guess I should read the thing, but see, here's the little squirrel with the pine cones, and then he's got an empty pine cone spaces, 1 and 2 pine cones. Yes. So it'll tell you how many pine cones you get to put in the bucket. Oh my goodness. Is this not the cutest thing ever? Have you guys ever played this or seen this? I have not. Anyway, I was like, what? I thought, oh, I'm just going to harvest it for its pieces because I didn't know all the pieces were here, but all the pieces are here. So no, I'm not harvesting for the pieces. I'm going to actually have it in my stash of vintage games, even though it's 1987. Most of my games are a lot older. But anyway, I just had never seen it, and I thought for camping, this is perfect. So, and then I had found this little squirrel postcard. I did find this. What I'm going to do with this is I am going to take it apart, and I'm going to use this. And let me know if you guys have ever done this before. But I'm going to pop it out of here like so. And I'm going to put this on top of the journal. Can keep that. Another project. But look at all this lovely old tape. Freebie. Love when I find old tape. Like, and I don't have to make it for myself. But like real vintage tape. Does anybody else harvest the vintage yellowy tape off of stuff? Because I do it all the time. And I get so excited when I buy a book and there's pieces in there and it's just coming off. I love this old cellophane. So I will be, peeling that and keeping that. But my thought was to use this just as it is on top of, I have a nature book that I started and I never finished. It's in storage, but when I get it back, this is going to be perfect. So what year was this? Does it have a year on it? It does. It doesn't. But it's 5x7, so that's the perfect size. So for like a 6x9 or something. But I'm going to put that. Somebody put a lot of work into this. Look at this. And I just love the colors. It just makes me happy. I thought about leaving it as is and up on a shelf, but I have so much stuff, so much vintage stuff to put on shelves. I didn't need one more. So, but I'm going to treasure this. No one, they didn't sign it, so I don't know who made it, but whoever made this, thank you, because I think it's going to make a great little thing to my nature journal that I start working on. And thank you for using cellophane tape because yay, me. All right. Of course, I got a Yahtzee, travel Yahtzee. It had all of these, that goes to the pick game. And then it had the directions. So I even keep the ones that have people's names on it. I like adding that to the background of, and I'm in the middle of doing fodder school, and this is perfect for fodder school. So I would use that as background. We do a lot of collage work in fodder school. So I will use those as backgrounds, and then the ones that are plain. But this was travel Yahtzee, so these are smaller. These are a nice size. Not really sure. Maybe 3 by 5. They may just fit on an index card and make a cute little journal card. Oh, and there were 2 directions to it. Interesting. So got that. I got this picture, and the only reason I picked it up was because of the daisies, of course, but this is my dilemma. Do I unmat it, redonate the frame, which I'm going to do with the other frame? I'll redonate it. I don't need them. And just take the picture out and use it in my own personal journal because I really want to. And then, so this is the background. It was professionally framed so I would have to take the paper off. Of course, I would reuse it and then just give the frame. I just don't have any space for another picture, but I really wanted the daisy picture. So not really sure what I'm going to do with that yet. So don't hate me if I tear it apart. Okay. I found some cake, Wilton 1976 cake decorating. Another one. This one looks a little bit older, but who had this Barbie cake? Did anybody here have that Barbie cake? Because I had the Barbie cake when I was maybe 6. But look at this. Oh my goodness. Would I love to come along and find these little pieces? It's the bride, and look at all the bridesmaids going down the steps on that wedding cake. Is that not cute? And this would so be my wedding cake. It has daisies on the top. If I ever were to get married, like this would so be my wedding cake with the daisies on the top. Oh my goodness, I just love it. Okay, then I've got this 1976 Wilton yearbook. Oh my goodness. They upgrade, like this is a little more updated. Lamb. Look at this daisy. I may have to learn how to make those little frosting daisies. Or I have a friend. Look at this gardening one. Isn't that cute in my gardening journal? I have to put that in the page in my gardening journal. Okay, sorry, I'm harvesting. I'm harvesting because you know what'll happen to me. I will forget that they're in here. I have so many books. But this one, fun. Once again, super fun. Sorry if you're hearing that noise in the background. I apologize. They are doing some work on the road, and my door in my studio opens right out onto the road. So it is super loud. Okay. Speaking of gardening journal, I found a new garden book. However, this one's in such good condition, I cannot turn this into a journal. Of course, this side's faded, probably because it was sitting on a shelf. But once I clean it up, it's in such good shape. I just can't. There's like something in there. I don't know what that is. Okay, sorry. Freaked. It's in such good, I don't like bugs. I don't know if that was a bug or a leaf, but it's in such great shape. I think I'm going to end up using this because I don't have one that's in really good shape with all the pages and everything like that. So I doubt that I will take this one apart. I don't know a whole lot about gardening, so I think this will be really good for me to have. And then I cut this out of a children's book because I thought this would be, I was going to use this frame on the inside of here. Anyway, yeah, so once again, I got that one. Okay, you know me in the World Atlas. Here we go. My Rand McNally World Atlas is in storage right now, but I found another one. And so I know I have a problem. Hello, I'm Jonna, and I have a World Atlas addiction. This one is from 1965. And let me just go through. This is matte paper. So, and this is so bright and sherbety colors. I just love the colors in this one. I'm just letting you know, they're not all alike, and that's how come I have to have them. So, but look at the sherbet colors. Oh my goodness. For like the spring season, summer season, look at this lavender. Oh, so pretty. So if you ever find this one, pick this one up because it just has the prettiest maps. It's so girly. I love it. And then, of course, the small print in the back is great for background pages and collage. So, and then it has the back. I got a bonus in this one of this map. I don't know where that one came out of. This one's actually a Denison map from Framingham, Massachusetts, which is where I was born. So it doesn't have a year on it. Just says prepared for Denison. And I know there's a lot of Denison collectors out there. So I don't know, that came out of another book. That's super fragile. And then of course it has these pictures from, places. And this one has the global stuff in the back and like world history or world, I don't know, what do you call it? What are they calling this? World landforms and that. Normally, I know with the other ones that I have, they have this these things in the front. But look how they did. They tinted the photos. Blue, green, they tinted them sepia. Kind of neat for collage. Okay, so that again is the World Atlas, the Imperial Edition, in case you are, and this one is 1966. In case you are looking, that's Rand McNally, in case you want to look for that one. I got this crockery cookbook only because I have a crock pot and I cook for some elderly people on Sunday afternoons after church. And I want to start doing things in the crock pot only because it's just easier. I could cook in the morning, like throw it all in the morning, and then after church it would be done, and then all I have to do is carry it and then take it and make a couple of sides. So that's kind of my plan. So I've been trying to pick up some crock pot ones, but I will use the pages in here because they are just the coolest colors, that retro vibe. Look at this crock pot. I would still have bought this with the flowers around it. I love it. I had to get rid of my 1980 crock pot. Finally died. I used that thing forever. Well, yeah. I think I got rid of it about 2 years ago. That thing just helped. The original crock pot is amazing. If you can ever find a vintage one that works, I highly recommend. Of course, make sure the electrical part is fine. So that is this one, the Women's Day Crockery Cookbook. And I pick these up whenever I can find them. They're the 6x9, so, just another office thing to have. And I needed these. These are the Avery ones, so these are super nice. The, sorry for the glare, page protectors. These are great to use in those ephemera keepers. So I was glad I found a stack of those. Those are actually nice. Then I found this, which is some kind of tracing paper. Again, this is going to be perfect for collage, fodder school that I'm in, because they had you use this paper. So anyway, I was so happy. I found this one actually at the Goodwill bins. So this I picked up at Goodwill bins, and this I picked up at the Goodwill bins because for a nature journal, how cute is this? And I figure I can do it this way. And, that could be the front cover of a journal, and then that bird could be on the back. Or it could just be a page in the middle. I could, I'm of course going to trim around. And it was just this, it had no frame, and I just took it just for the image. So don't forget about picture images, picture frame images, if you can get them inexpensive like that. All right, so for my collection, I found this vintage game by Intempo Toys. It's called In the Picture, the kids art game. And the pieces are all in here. So I was super happy about that because this is one that I'm going to keep for my camper. First of all, I'm all about 60s, 70s illustration. I just love the illustration. I love the colors and, the pen sketches, and then how they wash it in with color and stuff. I love it. So anyway, this is all intact. I'm not really sure what year this was from. I haven't even looked. However, it does have the directions. It has all the cards, and I thought this is a good one to add to my collection. And it has all the little questions, so it's a little trivia game. All of the following are famous works of sculpture, except, okay, I already got this one because I've seen these actually in person. Okay, A, Starry Night, B, The Thinker, C, Venus de Milo, and D, David. What's your answer? Put it in the comments below. So, love that one. But according to some people, they're saying that 1990 is vintage, which makes me feel really old. Okay. I don't consider that vintage. Gingerbread Man, a cake and candy cottage game. All right, this one is manufactured by Selcho and Ryder Company, Bayshore, New York. And this is 1964. I did not have this game when I was a kid. I've never seen it. I haven't opened this yet. I just saw it and I tossed it in here. So I don't even know if all the parts are in here. But here's the game board. This reminds me of like Candyland a little bit as far as the graphics. And then it has these pieces. So it's looking like you may have to put a puzzle together. And then it has the little men and the little things. So you go like that and you move your little player around on there. So there's that. But I just thought it super cute. 1964. Just adorbs. Okay. Then I did not have this game, and I'm hoping all the pieces are here. If not, this was my favorite game as a kid to play. I loved the game of life. Loved it. And way better than Monopoly. I wasn't too big on Monopoly, but I loved the game of life. So I was so happy when I found this one. This is actually 1979. So this would have been probably the one that I had. Yeah. And so anyway, I had to pick that up. I'm hoping the pieces and parts are all in here. I can't wait to spin this thing. Ready for the ASMR? Yes, love it. Come on, indulge me, okay? And then it looks like all the pieces are in this thing. I do see a little people. Remember the peg people? And then you added the little boys and girls. You got married and you added so there are peg people in here. And it looks like the money's here. Here's the little car. See, and then you have like husband and wife and you put the little car. I hope all the pieces are in here. If not, I'm going to have to try to find them. They may be under the board. I see some there. But remember, you get like, okay, this would be me. And then you go on the part, and then you get a husband, and you add the little hubby next to you. Let's make him my chauffeur. And then you drive your little, I just love this game. And I'm so, so excited that I found it. And it looks like all the pieces are here. The game cards are all here. Share the wealth. Exemption card. Oh my gosh, just love this game. Last but not least, I've got a bag of sewing whatnots. And there is a buttonhole cutter, some bias tape. Remember Sucrets? Do they even make these anymore? No idea what's in here. Glory. Love old buttons. These look super old. Shell buttons. And there's like old safety pins and some pins and thin lead, fine line thin leads. That's fun. With my mechanical pencil. Let's see what's in here. I love these treasures. This is solid as Sears sewing machines, but it doesn't have the end of it. Anyway, so a little whatnot box of that stuff. Always fun to find. Some needles. Can never have enough of those. Tailoring scissors for thread. So for cutting off a thread. I don't know if these are sharp. Let me test them over here and see a little piece. Oh, they're sharp. That's awesome. So you can go like this and get super close down to the down to your piece. And they're bent like that. Love it. And some more of this bias tape. Some old. Oh my goodness, these are already oxidized. Look at this. This is already rusted. Awesome. Rusty clips and some oxidized. That's fun. Paper clips. Tailoring pins. Can never have enough of those, in my opinion. I know people are into clips, but I still like pinning. I'm old school. I needed this, so this is great because I started to work on a project of a bag for my Bible, and I stitched the zipper on the wrong side, so I have to take it out, and I didn't have a seam ripper, so yay. Some, they kind of catch right there. So pinking shears. Sorry, I was looking at them to see what the catch is. It's catching on the very first little V. They're great, especially the older ones I like better than the newer ones for some reason. I don't know. They're more of a sharper V. Some of the newer ones have kind of a rounded V, and I like it in the old school ones. And not all pinking shears are made the same. So look at pinking shears if you ever find them in a thrift store or whatever. Okay, I do know what this is for because I had this in one of my other hauls, and it's to create your own bias tape. Another embroidery or crewel needle. And then I'm assuming this is some needles right here. I'm going to have to do a sewing journal. I just have to, or a needlework journal or something, because I have so much sewing ephemera that I don't need, This is a crazy needle. What is this? Like totally bent. What is that for? Tapestry, canvas and awnings, rugs and carpets, heavy fabrics for sacks and string sewing. Interesting. A buckle. Whoops, sorry. Look at this. Somebody's little vintage pin cushion. How cute is this? Oh my gosh. You just hang it and it would just be cute. I guess it sits up. That's the base. How cute is that? I don't even have a pin cushion because mine's in storage. So very cute. Some more self-threading needles. I've never used a self-threading needle. I don't know how to use one. That's exciting. I didn't even know they made them. Oops. Another little celestial seasoning box of buttons, which I'm working on my journal toppers and my, what do you call them? Yeah, those, my bookmarks. They're fabric and quilted. So anyway, I'm always on a hunt for buttons. So when I find those, that's exciting. Here is a tracing. This is great for mark making if you're not going to use it for tracing, but pattern tracing. Some snaps. Some more bias tape. This is cool. Aleene's Fusible Web Hot Stitch Paper-backed adhesive web sheets. Fusible webbing. Aleene's applique pack. That's cool. I'll find some use for it. If not, I'll end up in some journal. Yarn needles. Can't have enough of those. What's this one? I thought this would be neat on earrings. Somebody wrote on there and thought these would be neat for earrings. Okay. So apparently this person was a crafter. Another pair of pinking shears. Ooh, these are super nice. Mundial is these are lovely. I wonder if these still work. Let me see if I can find a piece of fabric. Did I tell you that? Did I show you guys this? I don't know. That I had found this sheet. Oh my gosh, I just love it. This vintage sheet. I've already hacked into it. So, oh, these cut like a dream. These cut like a dream. These are actually, they never cut paper with those. So, these cut like a dream. Let me see. Let me check these out. No, not so much. No. I mean, they're sharp and they cut. These will be better for paper. So, yeah. They actually, and see, this one here had a deeper V and this one's wider. So they're not all the same. I'm just saying. So don't pass them up when you see them at the thrift store, or pass them up at the thrift store and leave them for me, because I love having different scissors. Okay. This, I don't know what that is. Piece of junk. And sorry, I'm taking you on this adventure with me. This is some kind of Ultra JP Coat Color Fast rayon thread. This feels like a sock thread, like for darning. I used to repair socks. And then we have some zipper pulls with the little jump ring on it. That's kind of neat if I end up doing that out. And here's another one of those pattern tracers. Love the aqua. If anybody has an idea on how to use these in a junk journal, please let me know, because I have so many of them and I don't know what I'm going to do with them. I don't know how I'm going to use them. They are those hook and eye. The hook and eye. Does anybody have a good idea how you do these? I guess you could just stitch them on like a piece of trim or whatever and have them going down on a page. Stitch them on there, use them as a hook. I don't know. I have no idea. But anyway, because I have a ton of them and I don't know what I'm going to do with them. Okay, then I have these needles. See, here's some more. These are silver. And here is another needle. My pin cushion. Okay. I'm excited about the pin cushion. And then here is serging problems, which I do have a serger, so maybe this will be good for me to keep somebody. My favorite gift for friends and family is a set of cocktail napkins with appropriate monograms or seasonal designs, which I embellish with embroidery machine. Everyone loves them. My problem is with the serged edge. Somehow the serging doesn't cover the edge heavily enough, causing the fabric to show through. What can I do for a more professional result? Answer: use only regular thread with the regular needle. For more density, use woolly nylon on both the upper and the lower loopers. Set the stitch length to 1. Experiment a little, but I think you will be delighted with the results using the above thread setting. Everyone loves a personalized gift that you make for them. I hope that others will use your idea. It's a great one. Aw, that's really cool. So anyway, I have a serger. What's funny about this whole thing is that my mom used to make, she made us seasonal napkins. This is so crazy. She made seasonal napkins for all of us. So every month we got a different design and she made a dozen of them. I mean, my poor mother, because when we got those, she was in her 80s and there are 5 of us. So just think, she made 12 napkins, 12 months times 5 people. I mean, yeah, I love mine. They're amazing. She even gave us like a whole, and each one was in a different box. So we had got a set of the napkins, and then in it came like candles, little decorations or whatever to decorate your tablescape. Yeah, it was an amazing gift. So for if anybody has a serger and wants to make a gift for your family, it was an amazing gift. My mommy's gone now, so yeah. Anyway, I still have them. I treasured them. I don't even want to use them. I just put them out every year, every month for each month. She used to put them in a basket in the center of her table, and she was like, use them. But I can't, and now I'm glad I never did use them. I'm glad I still have them, because I don't have her. So there's certain things that you know, and I'm going to put that article in my own personal journal and write about that. So, and maybe when I get my stuff out of storage, I will take a picture of all the napkins and put it in my personal journal and write about it. Okay, so that is my haul for Thrifty Thursday. Again, check the comment section below. Thank you for joining me, and I will be back with some crafting. Like I said, I'm getting ready to do a series on 2 books I'm working on, gardening, or I want to work on gardening and cookbook recipe, that kind of thing. And I am now in the collecting stage. I have everything I need to get started, and there's no reason not to. I want to start a series. I just can't decide on what to call it yet and what day to put it on. So keep a lookout for that. I'm going to make an announcement. We're going to do a hashtag and a weekly challenge. And so that'll be coming up. I'll make that announcement. If you follow me on Instagram at the Preppy Crafty Girl, I'll link that below. And I haven't been doing a whole lot of posting on Instagram lately. And like I said, I'm in the middle of fodder school, which is taking up all of my time, people. That's taking up all my creative time. And it's a great class. They upload classes all month long, and it seems like it's pricey when you first pull the trigger, but then when you divide it in with all the classes you get, and it's the whole year, and how much stuff you have and all the things that you learn and using your own supplies, it is so worth it. So worth it.